Republican Senator James Inhofe of Oklahoma raised serious apprehension about Chinese activities in the South China Sea during a Senate hearing. Inhofe said, "It's like you're preparing for World War III. You're talking to our allies over there and you wonder whose side they're going to be on." He stated that he was concerned that the message was not coming across after China used a media blitz to present a host of illegal artificial islands as search and rescue centers. It's to be noted that last year Chinese state media circulated images of 2.8 kilometer square island fortress for the first time after its completion. On January 29th of this year, Beijing's state-run media mouthpiece Xinhua says China's Ministry of Transport has officially opened a maritime rescue center on Fiery Cross Reef. Xinhua quotes the ministry as saying, "The center will offer better support to maritime rescue operations in the southern part of the South China Sea." As per the latest estimates, the Fiery Cross Reef is the third largest of China's artificial island fortresses, having more than 100 buildings. The news article provided no explanation why gun and missile and hardened aircraft hangars were needed on an island meant for maritime rescue. As per Inhofe, the U.S. sat back and watched as China staked its claim on the contested reefs. He emphasized that because the U.S. did nothing, the islands are now equipped with weapons and fortifications. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why U.S. Senator is saying that China is preparing for World War III because of its activities in the South China Sea. Let's get into the details. China claims most of the South China Sea. It's said that it has indisputable sovereignty over the area. Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan have disputed these claims. The route is significant as about $5 trillion in trade through shipping passes each year. Countries like the US, Japan, and India have no claims in the area and want freedom of navigation as per international maritime laws. China has tried imposing a unilateral decision as per which all ships and aircraft navigating in the area need to identify itself to the Chinese Navy. Viewers may note that the Philippines approached International Tribunal for arbitration and argued that Chinese activity in the region was violating international law. On July 12th, judges at Hague Tribunal completely rejected China's claims over the waters and stated that China's claim that it enjoyed historical rights over the South China Sea is incorrect. China had argued that the tribunal had no jurisdiction in the matter and rejected the decision. Chinese activities in the region have been getting more and more aggressive. China's installed long-distance radars, built fortified aircraft hangars, constructed landing strips on the artificial islands, and set up satellite monitoring. Not only that, it's placed YJ-12B anti-ship cruise missiles and HQ-9B surface-to-air missiles. We'll now go through each one by one and understand the impact. China has deployed long-distance radars in multiple places in the artificial islands. These radars will enable them to monitor the region from different points, providing them with a holistic view of the region. This means that any aircraft or ships entering the region will not be able to evade detection. Though not confirmed, China claims some of its radars can detect stealth jets. This means even the fifth-generation fighter jets, like F-35s and F-22 Raptors, will find it difficult to penetrate the airspace. Hence, launching a surprise attack will be hard. During a state visit to the U.S. in September 2015, President Xi Jinping maintained that Beijing does not intend to pursue militarization in the Spratly Island chain. The most recent satellite photographs suggest a different plan. The photos collected and scrutinized by the Center for Strategic and International Studies, a Washington-based research organization, shows the construction of reinforced aircraft hangars at different parts of the disputed territories. Reinforced hangars are not used for civilian aircraft but are used for military aircraft. Summary of the center's analysis suggests that the hangars on all three islets are meant for military purpose and have room for any fighter jet in the Chinese Air Force. China launched the Gaofen 3, which has a radar system that captures images from space with a resolution down to 1 meter or 3 feet and can operate in all weathers. The satellite has been specifically launched to keep a tab on all activities in the South China Sea region. This will provide China with the ability to continuously monitor the region and help it scramble combat aircraft and warships in case any foreign ship or aircraft enters the region. According to Chinese sources, the YJ-12 has a speed of around Mach 2 if launched from low altitude and up to Mach 3.2 when launched from high altitude. It has a maximum range of 380 kilometers depending on launch altitude, so it can be fired from far off. In the terminal phase, the missile can travel at a very low altitude of 15 meters, which makes it hard for the sensors to detect. When this missile appears over the horizon and gets detected by ship sensors, the ship would only have some 45 seconds to intercept it before impact. The speed, range, and ability to skim close to the sea surface makes it one of the most deadly anti-ship missiles in the world. A saturation attack by YJ-12s will be hard to defend against even by sophisticated defenses of the US military. The HQ-9 is China's new generation medium to long-range active radar homing surface-to-air missile. The most basic formation of an HQ-9 batteries consists of multiple radars, command control center, supporting vehicles, and 8 transporter erector launchers, TELs, each with 4 missiles, totaling 32 rounds ready to fire. To maximize the combat effectiveness of HQ-9, dedicated fire control radar is present. Designated as HT-233, it has a range of 300 kilometers. Similar to the Russian S-300V, the HQ-9 is a 2-stage missile. The missile has a total mass of almost 2 tons and a length of 6.8 meters. The missile is equipped with a 180-kilogram warhead, has a maximum speed of Mach 4.2, and has a maximum range of 200 kilometers. The system could target aircraft, drones, and cruise missiles, potentially making it dangerous for the US Air Force to enter the airspace protected by it. Keeping in view all these, it can be easily understood that China is trying to dominate the region and is actively pursuing military options to achieve its goals. Slowly but surely, South China Sea has become a major escalation point and one day could trigger a full-scale military conflict between 2 nuclear-armed nations.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.